Hello, friends, and you are our friends. This is On Top of the World with Joshua Hadley, and as always, I'm joined by the mighty hour, the matter with the power to super to your sour, no one spent the bench regret. Dolan, you still know what's coming yet.
Hello, hi. Yes, I'm here. We have a friend with us.
Well, I also have
Hi.
friends with us, but we
Well,
have a friend on the show with us this time.
yes, joining us to talk about stuff and things.
Do I get a really long name like Justin?
His name is Jeff. You lose two
Je-
letters.
Fuck. I'm okay with it. I'm lazy. I don't want to write that much.
Eh,
See, when did we all got acquainted? What, like 2008, right? On the two WWF forums.
well, me and Jeff actually no, because like me and Jeff got acquainted in 2004, and then you came along I think 2005 or six because it was FOW, right? Or were you? You know about FOW? I don't know if you were
Yeah.
actually on it,
I was
but
there.
I
I
think
was there for like a month or something, maybe even a
yeah,
couple weeks.
yes, that would have been 2005. So yeah,
Oh damn! You know,
yeah,
true. That makes sense
yeah.
now. 2005.
It's been a while. Been a
Back,
while.
back when we still had George W. Bush. We had
God damn it.
we had
This is the
TNA
second
was still
time
on Spike
Bush has come
TV.
up.
Yeah. Back before Twitter was a thing, which it's about to not be again.
True. We're
Yeah.
gonna outlast Twitter.
Yeah. Look at that.
Wait. Wow.
No.
So what are we talking about here today? I know we have Jeff on, and it's November, which
Are
is
you guys
a
are you
thing.
guys doing November? I couldn't last the whole month.
I will come out and say right now that I have failed No Nut November multiple times.
Me too.
So I did that 24-hour stream right on Halloween, which ended like half an hour into November. I lasted about an hour after that.
Kind of.
Oh, you didn't jerk it on the stream?
Twitch has rules.
Well,
You just gotta be stealthy about it, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I mean, you just wear that costume that you got and just kind of jerk it inside the costume. Nobody will ever know.
Exactly. I thought that's why you had it.
Yeah, well, that is yeah, maybe next year.
Yes. Imagine the subs you'll get if you jerk it inside the costume.
That last game we played before Fall Guys did have Brenda's song, so.
Are you gonna stream Pokemon today? Well, tomorrow when this podcast comes up,
I'm not sure. I did just see that there apparently, so people think the issue was a memory leak with the game, and apparently people have been fixing it by anytime they enter a new area, restarting the game. So I don't know if I want to do that during a stream, just keep having to restart the game every time I go into a new area, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, speedrunners do it all the time.
Yeah. And I'm nothing if not fast at games.
4 seconds.
Yeah. We just got Jeff like walking through his whole house during this, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's just exploring.
Well, I was content laying in my bed, and then my furnace turned on, and it's loud as fuck, so I didn't really want to sit next to the furnace and hope you guys couldn't hear that.
Mm.
I didn't hear it when it turned on, but anyway, so
it's probably louder to me than it is to other people.
Mm.
So I'm sick. Jeff has been sick. I don't know. I think Gopher got us sick so that he could like. He's got some conspiracy going. I haven't figured it out yet.
Well, he lives in Texas, so he's just sick by default.
True.
Oh,
so
goddamn Greg Abbott.
Big news. The Democrats. The Senate has passed the. The Senate has passed the Defense of Marriage Act, or I think that's what it's called, and we're finally codifying gay marriage in law instead of just having to rely on whatever the Supreme Court decides, whatever's up their ass, that morning. I think the Senate's voted on it. I don't know if it's passed the House yet, but it seems like thankfully they're codify. Yeah, they are gonna codify gay marriage before the new Congress is in session. We're finally having that. That's exciting news.
Yeah.
Well, fuck yeah, progress.
Yeah. He's out here getting some dubs.
I'm getting some dubs. I ain't talking about wiener either.
But also that. So.
But also that.
For the men gays. The women gays, not so much.
Yeah, they can have lady wiener.
Yeah,
well, you know, you're right.
Get a strap on or something.
Yeah.
I wonder how veiny those are.
I was excited about that.
Everybody gotta be excited for strap-ons.
True.
Yeah.
I guess we're also gonna talk about abortion. I was watching Kyle Kalinske, and he was looking at a conservative stream, and they're all crying. They're saying, "Oh, all the voters are stupid." One guy on IMDb was saying, "Let's raise the voting age to 25 years old." Then they'll like win every election, I guess. Let's just change the Constitution for these idiots. Anyway, they're not. A lot of these people aren't these streamers, at least that we saw, aren't really introspective. They can't say, "Oh, maybe we got a little bit too far on trying to take women's rights away." Like, like they even lost the myth that it's a states' rights issue when Lindsey Graham tried to do a national ban and get a bill in Congress. Of course, he hardly got any support at all, but it's what they've always wanted.
Well, Lindsey Graham's basically a dry dog turd in a human skin, so.
True.
Yeah. How dry?
Like dry, like starting to mummify.
Like it's been there for a few weeks.
Yeah, like that white dog turd from Step Brothers.
Yeah, it's the one. Will Ferrell had to lick that thing.
He did. I know a guy who smoked a dog turd once.
Okay, I got a couple questions about this one. First of all, why?
For a bet for money.
Second of all, how does that work?
He wrapped a dog turd in a blunt wrap, and then he lit it on fire and took puffs of it.
Okay, third, how did he react?
And he said it was not good.
I remember.
But $20 is $20.
20 bucks. Hell yeah. I remember this episode of 1,000 Ways to Die on Spike TV, and these guys were just looking for any sort of plant to smoke, try and get a high off of, and they end up finding like the deadliest plant in North America. Of course, it killed them, but
deadliest plant in North America, was it a dry dog turd?
No, I mean that sounds like I lived, right?
Well, that we know of.
Jeff
didn't finish the story.
I talked to him yesterday, so I think so.
Unless he had another dog turd yesterday.
True. He looks like Kevin Smith, so I think he's living. As much as Kevin Smith is alive.
Maybe he is Kevin Smith.
Could be.
Like would it be the artist formerly known as Kevin Smith, and then he's what's his face when he's smoking dog turds?
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta smoke a dog turd, man.
$20 is on the line.
Especially for $20.
That's the big money right there.
True. So the fans know you guys played Elden Ring. How'd you enjoy that game? Is it the greatest game ever, like the hype says, or whatever?
It was very good.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, we did that. We did Dark Souls 2. We should be doing Dark Souls 3.
That was less of a good time.
It was, I enjoyed it, except for that one part where we were almost at the end of the game, having not been invaded a single time the entire fucking game, and then all of a sudden, whatever his fucking name was, just kept fucking showing up.
Hell yeah.
Just fucking trolling the hell out of us.
We weren't invaded a single time in that game, and we were at the very end there. Bless you, by the way. Was that a sneeze?
No, it was a cough.
Oh, well, bless you anyway.
I appreciate
it. The whole time, though. And then that guy just shows up, so we had to do a whole another stream. Some fucking shit.
My favorite thing about both of those playthroughs is just the, like, really random names of other players online that we would get in our games.
We got some good ones in Elden Ring.
Yeah, like fucking Mozilla Firefox.
They got some good times there. Wonder if we'll run into anybody in Dark Souls 3.
Didn't we get one that was like something about like a bloody tampon or something in one of our last Elden Ring
Yeah,
ones?
and they had like a bleed build.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
fucking terrible.
what's the fucking on the rag?
On the rag. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the rag. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I actually remember that.
Yeah.
And they were like really good, and then they just suddenly died for no reason. We were like, what the fuck, man?
Well, that it's some kind of war happening in that game, and that's how war goes, isn't it? Like,
people die, and
Yeah.
then they're dead.
yep, they become
True.
Mike Canner.
You die when you're dead.
Oh,
R.I.P.
always trying to die.
No, I'm trying to die, baby. Let's go. We will hopefully be starting Dark Souls 3 on Tuesday this upcoming week. Hopefully, allegedly.
If this
Knock on wood.
disease doesn't kill Jeff.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he seems better at the moment. Doesn't sound too fucked.
I don't feel like I smoked a dog turd today, so we'll see.
That is good.
We'll see where the rest of the day takes me.
Yeah, it's
It
been
doesn't
like
help that I'm in the middle of a 12-day work stretch while being sick, so like I'm just like I have not got any time to recover at all.
Yeah,
When do you get breaks from your work?
Typically, I work 12 days in a row, and then I get 2 days off.
So is this your day off, or well, no, because you're going to work later, right?
Yeah, I don't have a day off until the day before Thanksgiving.
Oof.
What kind? Are you willing to tell the podcast listeners what kind of work you do?
Sure. I do quality control for a powder coating paint company. So it's not like super labor intensive, so it's not like I'm like dying working 12 days in a row, but still just not being able to just chill at my house for several days is
How much time do you spend huffing paint?
ideally very little, because they're big ass like air vents that I turn on before I spray the paint.
No huffing paint for Jeff, unfortunately. But he can smoke a dog turd.
Yeah, you do that.
So he got $20 to put up. He can do it.
It's probably safer than huffing the paint.
Probably. Honestly, I don't mind working long stretches though, because it sounds really dumb, but I have more free time at work than I do at home a lot of the time.
Oh yeah, because you got all these little people running around saying, "Daddy, Daddy."
Yeah.
And by that, like, Moose means his children and not, little people.
Yeah, not those little people. I got those too. They're chained up in a pit in the backyard. But
well, there you go. What do you feed them?
The kids are the ones in the backyard.
The ones in the pit, who are also real. Jeff. They're real people.
Well, let's not get into that. That's semantics.
True.
Wow, now you're anti-semantic?
Yeah, anti-semantic.
Oh man.
Call me Kanye. I just let the dog turds go down through the grass.
There you go. That's a tactic. You know that's gonna make them stronger.
You can eat them.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
I think so.
Little people eat dog turds and then they grow into bigger people. But like bigger than you, like bigger than normal people. Like they go from being smaller than normal to being bigger than normal.
I think that's often in Greenland what the dogs have to eat there is, they'll get a ugruk, or like the white people call them, the seals. The dogs
singer?
get to eat those. Yeah, they'll get to eat seal.
They're feeding fucking Kiss from a Rose to dogs over there?
Yeah, they'll get to eat him, and then like they won't have food for a while, so all the dogs will have to eat is their own poop.
Oof.
Oh.
That's never survived. But like you need to eat stuff to poop things. They're just eating their own poop and then pooping their poop out?
I guess so.
Just an endless cycle of poop.
That's hardcore.
Going in and coming out.
They'll be smoking it.
Well, they should. That's the real technique.
Smoke them if you got them.
Yeah. I heard snorting the poop gets into your system quicker.
I was not expecting this episode to be so much about smoking dog turds, but here we are.
Here we are. Maybe this will give you some ideas in the story you're writing. You could have a guy smoking a dog turd or something and work that into the thing.
Make that a major plot point.
You're doing a writing competition. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Yes, National Novel Writing Month, which I believe. How many times have you succeeded at it?
So I've succeeded 2 times in a row. So last year and the year before that.
Yeah, and for those unaware, it's every November. There's National Novel Writing Month, NaNoWriMo, as it's shortened to, where the challenge is to write a novel of 50,000 words or more. I don't even think you have to write a full novel; you just have to write 50,000 words. And if you do it, then you win, and yeah, you get a T-shirt. But you can also just buy the shirt. So I don't really. It's kind of like the blue check mark on Twitter right now.
Yeah, you get a T-shirt, or you can get the T-shirt. There's some like digital stuff you can get, like coupons off of like different writing programs, stuff like that. But but yeah, it's kind of like it's hard to describe. Like people ask, like, how do you win? Who decides? I mean, it's kind of like you decide, really. But
yeah, I mean,
you
all you have to do is hit the 50,000 words.
You can kind of decide how strict you want to be with it on yourself. If you want to, say you need to write a complete novel in 50,000 words, like beginning to end, you can do that. You can write 50,000 just words in general of a novel. I mean, some people just say 50,000 words in general, so you can write 10,000 word short stories or something like that. But like, there's not like a rules committee that's going to come in and hard judge you.
Yeah. The important thing is 50,000 words.
It's just building a consistent routine of writing every day, and making it's like a writing or a writer's block, like exercise, pretty much.
I attempted it for the first time last year, did not succeed. I got like 12,000 words, something like that, and then I just sort of stopped. So, but you did it last year as well. I think Roro did. I don't know if did you guys complete it?
Yeah, we both completed last year.
Yeah. And then you did 1 year as well before that you completed.
Yeah, last year was actually really simple for me. I bought some book and did like a bunch of outlining in it, and it went really smoothly. And the year before that didn't go as well, but I really didn't do any kind of outlining. I just kind of fucked off and found out.
I know last year I did that stream with I think you were there. Your friend showed up for it. I did a NaNoWriMo like stream. We did like writing prompts and stuff throughout it. And I had like that marbles on stream game playing when I would actually write. So.
Yeah, I remember that. There's a surprising amount of like writers that stream on Twitch. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think
like there's a go ahead.
I think Gopher was writing like some kind of pro wrestling story last year, and he was asking me for some ideas. Like every sad idea was like, this guy, like, have your wrestler work for TNA, and I'll be sad enough.
Damn.
True though.
TNA.
But you talking about the writing streams, Jeff?
Yeah, so there's like one like really popular they're called web serials, but they're basically like stories that get published one chapter at a time, like on a weekly basis, kind of like manga. And one of like the really popular web serials gets the author streams on Twitch while she writes it. So you like, if you are actively like caught up with the story, you can watch her like as she writes the next chapter if you want to. I can't imagine like trying to interact with a chat while writing actively. Like that just seems really weird. But I'm also very easily distracted.
I was gonna say, like, some people do things differently. Like like I have a hard time multitasking unless like I can listen to stuff while I do Minecraft, but like if I'm playing Mass Effect, I don't even want multitask. I want to sort of just concentrate on that. Or if I am writing,
yeah, Mass Effect has a ton of dialogue and like lore and stuff, though.
Yeah. Or if I'm
I'd love to write something like in the same vein as Mass Effect. That'd be so cool.
Oh hell yeah! So what are you guys writing about this year? Well, actually, are you even doing it this year, Justin?
No, I was too busy preparing for the Halloween stream to do any prep for a NaNoWriMo attempt.
So, I'm writing something that's like kind of like Dark Souls inspired. Like it's like guy like wakes up in like a fucking destroyed ass realm and he doesn't know who the fuck he is, and He's got some mysteries to solve, and it's like a high fantasy, like grim darky kind of thing. Gonna go through a couple different settings and try to figure out like what's going on with this fucked up world, and ideally try to fix it.
It's one of the fucked up things that happen. Like some guy named On the Rag helps him out, and he's badass.
Maybe. Unfortunately, I haven't written anything since like the third or fourth day of the contest because I got sick, and then I haven't felt like doing anything.
Man.
So I don't think I'm gonna succeed this year, but I might try to get halfway there if I start to feel better before the end of the contest.
So
that's I believe when you start living on a prayer. I've heard that's what happens.
I did manage to cancel my pre-order of the NaNoWriMo winter shirt though, because I was dumb and I pre-ordered it. But honestly, I was already kind of like hesitant like going into the contest because last 2 years like I had like extreme like burnout afterwards where I didn't want to write anything for months. So I was just like, I don't even know if I want to do this year. Like, is it really worth it to get 50,000 words in 1 month and then not write anything for 6 months?
How often do you like writing? I mean, we used to all do the e-petting thing, and then we don't like me. I do a diary, a journal, and I'll get like maybe 1,500 words a day or something, depending on like if something's happening, I'll talk about it. Like it'll be a couple pages, but I also try to get pictures and whatnot in there and details on my weight and keep track of that.
My writing is like very, very sporadic, I guess, because like with a lot of things, I wait until Basically, I try to wait till I go to work to do anything instead of trying to do anything at home because like as soon as a kid annoys me here, I'm just like, well, there goes my creative energy for the day. Fuck my life. But then the bad thing is if I have a busy day at work, then I don't get anything done there either. Or if I have something else I want to do, like play a game or catch up on something, etc. So
got that 2016 Giggity Gopher YouTube schedule with his writing.
There we go. And well, I was gonna say something else and I forgot. Oh well.
You were gonna talk about the dog turd again, weren't you?
Maybe. Oh, what Moose was saying about the diary, I was doing a thing daily where before I'd go to bed, I would just get out my phone and just like I called it brain dumping, but just like write down a bunch of like whatever's on my mind before I go to bed, so I don't just sit there and think in bed all day. So even if it was just like stream of consciousness, just rambling, like stuff I want to look up later or stuff I need to do later, I just write down a bunch of random sentences in my phone, and then kind of like a diary, just way less formatted.
Then you look back at it like fucking 8 months later and like, what does this fucking mean?
I would look back at it 2 hours later and say that.
You'd share some of those in the Discord.
I could probably open one right now and be like, I'm just reading. You guys be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You just open a thing and the first thing you read is like NASCAR spaceman.
So Gopher, how'd your story go last year? Did you get the word count?
No, as I said, I got about 12,000 words.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What was the story even about?
It was meant to be like written in the perspective of like an autobiography of a professional wrestler going from his childhood to his retirement. I got like I think I made it to like early on in his actual career as a commentator, because he starts out as a commentator before becoming a wrestler. Because like he's part of a wrestling family. His father was a well-renowned wrestler. His brother became a wrestler as well, and also was well-renowned. And like he was set to break out. The brother was, and he ended up passing away during an accident during a wrestling match. And it was about his career basically and his upbringing. I believe early on into the part where he's actually like getting into the commentary side of things. I know there was one part that I remember of like him talking about a nightmare that he kept having. I don't really remember too much else. I have the whole thing written down though, still what I've written. I do want to finish it at some point, like not for NaNoWriMo, just in general. But there's so much I want to do with different things, writing and otherwise, and that takes time and energy, motivation,
Man.
so much
Speaking
stuff.
of speaking of writing and podcasts, one of my favorite writing podcasts just had their last episode this week, and I was kind of sad.
Oh man.
Oh, R.I.P.
And I just started listening to it this year. It's called Wizards, Warriors, and Words.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was upset. I even subscribed to their Patreon, which I'd never done for anything before.
Not even Snoopy?
Not even Snoopy.
Not even the Gopher Juk.
The podcast one was only like $1.99 or something like that, and you got like exclusive episodes and shit. So I was like, fuck it.
Good deal.
And I subbed to Patreon for 1 month, and then they canceled the podcast.
We got Jeff here. So it's done. Oh, shoot.
Yep. They're like, we've made all the money we're gonna make. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, there's been so many shows that I got into recently, like in the last couple of years, where I'm like, oh hell yeah, this show's a couple seasons in, I'm loving it, and then like right as soon as I finish binging it and getting caught up, all right, this next season's the last season.
Those motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers happened to The Magicians, Last Kingdom, bunch of these shows. Fucking upsetting. Just gotta wait till I'm here. Wait till I'm fucking ready.
Well, what do you want? Do you think you want it to go as long as The Simpsons and it just becomes worse and worse or something?
I've heard The Simpsons have gotten better again. I don't watch The Simpsons, but I've heard such a thing, such a tale. That the last couple seasons have been getting back to their good shtick. From Tuck, and Tuck is black, so you can't. If you say he's wrong, you're a racist.
Damn.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm anyway. I'm like I'm not white. What if I say something different?
You could still be racist against black people.
I'm even a smaller minority than him. So does that empower my opinion more?
You know,
maybe.
I don't know the rules of race though. I haven't done studied. Maybe I'll write them. I'll put like 50,000 words.
I'm pretty sure there's a guy we know that knows all the rules of race.
Yeah.
He lives over, across the sea though.
Yeah.
He tried to explain to Brandon the rules of race a couple months ago.
Yes. He believes that Brandon is racist for calling out his own people for hating the gays.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy, funnily enough, a Kuwaiti, who, even though he lives in Kuwait, is from Kuwait, he by all rights is a Kuwaiti. Apparently, he's also actually, instead of being a Kuwaiti, a Japanese New Yorker. So I'm not entirely sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he did a podcast cracking the cold one.
Where he fucking missed like half the fucking episodes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That guy was also a certified dog turd smoker.
I thought you were gonna say a certified G and a bona fide stud.
Well, you can't teach that.
Yeah.
So Jeff, have you when's the last time you done any e-fetting? That's how we all met each other.
Actually done like actual e-fetting. I haven't done. It's been a while. The last e-fetting related thing I did was message you about doing that random match a few months ago.
I'm a coward. I can do it right now. Fuck. Like, who's gonna care besides you and me?
Let's just fucking live fucking vocal e-fed right now and just make everyone cancel the podcast.
I think
we're basically gonna have a rap battle, but it's e-fetting.
True.
I think the Fed that we were in closed in like early 2021, so it would have been around that time when Jeff did his last actual thing in e-fetting.
I'm randomly outside.
Yeah, I was about to say Jeff is now outside. He's been walking around the house the entire thing.
He's escaped.
Yeah. He found a way out.
This is my backyard.
We have a nice view of Jeff's backyard right now.
I like it.
My voice is deciding it wants to try to escape, so I went to go get a drink.
You had to go in your backyard to get a drink?
I'm lazy and don't put any of my drinks in the fridge. I just leave them on the back porch.
I like it.
And that keeps them cold.
I thought you were gonna like go to a fucking well.
Yeah, he's telling me
I do have water.
Yeah, Jeff was telling me it's cold outside. I don't even see any snow yet.
Yeah. In Ohio, we don't get snow until, like spring, basically.
Damn.
I know TJ's dealing with some snow. Post that one picture.
We had some like light flurries, but nothing that actually like got onto the ground.
No snow yet here, so we have not lost our power for that yet.
Right. Come on, Gopher. You need some snow. You need the power to go out for a while. You can take some time, take out your notepad, your pencil, and start writing your wrestling story.
Dude, writing, like physically writing, like instead of just typing on a keyboard. Oh, I hate that shit. My fucking hand, dude. My hand can't handle that.
Well, you're right.
I wrote a couple pages by hand of this story for NaNoWriMo this year. It was
my
interesting.
hand cramps.
I never do that.
My hand cramps super quickly with that.
And then I used a word processor for some of it too, which was an interesting experience.
Yeah, it looks like typing a fucking story on a calculator.
Pretty much. It was nice because it removed the distraction of a laptop and being able to go do whatever the fuck I want instead of write.
Go look up porn in the middle.
Well,
usually not at work, but
usually though, not always. Usually.
Hey, there's dark corners in every building, man.
That's true. Hey, dark corners sometimes where dogs poop, so you could also go find something to smoke there.
True. I don't know why there'd be dogs pooping in this paint factory, but
yeah, maybe they broke in. You don't know. You don't know what dogs show up.
It's a post-apocalyptic world. The dogs have finally infiltrated the paint building.
What if the dogs are huffing
random animals in our plant?
Like hyena?
No, like snakes, raccoons, mice,
armadillo,
crawfish,
wallaby.
No wallabies, not yet.
What about koalas?
I don't think so.
Oh fuck! What are those? What are those one things called? I can never. They have like the big noses. I remember what the fuck? They're like a rodent, but like a very big rodent with a giant nose.
Triple H.
Let me see.
I got the idea for you, Gopher. You could just take your story and replace all the humans with animals.
Well, there you go. That's the tactic. I said rodent with big nose, Google. Don't show me the fucking monkey that has a big nose. That is not a rodent. Oh, here it is. Capybara. Capybara. You got any capybaras showing up?
Not that I'm aware of.
It's a weird name for an animal. Like it sounds like a fucking like urban legend kind of monster. But it's just this fucking cute little derpy looking rodent.
Are you guys watching the pay-per-view? Was it tomorrow? Today?
There's a pay-per-view.
I might try to totally legally watch some of it while I'm at work.
I didn't even know there was a pay-per-view.
Yeah, AEW pay-per-views tomorrow.
Well, it's tonight for the fans, the listeners.
Anyway. Yeah, Saturday night.
Yeah, MJF is challenging for the world title. I think the Acclaim are wrestling Keith and Swerve. Jericho.
If Bowens isn't injured.
Someone. Oh yeah, I think he's injured. I think
Saraya and Britt Baker.
Maybe Samoa Joe and Wardlow, but is that happening?
They don't usually do the TNT title on pay-per-views, but they could. I guess I could do it for the ROH TV title instead, but
I have no clue what's happening.
Oh yeah. Speaking of ROH, there's the ROH title match, which is Danielson, Claudio, Jericho, and somebody. Garcia, maybe? Yeah, Guevara. Yeah, that's it.
Why's that? Why are they doing a four-way like that? Wouldn't it just evolve into like a tornado tag team match for a while?
Probably.
Maybe they're planning on breaking up one of the factions. I don't know. I mean, honestly, if Danielson's just gonna straight up become ROH champion and become the face of ROH, he doesn't really need to be in almost at the Bullet Club, the Blackpool Combat Club anymore.
I think a lot of these stables need to go. Like, I'm sorry, guys, but I don't like the Trust Busters. I'm just gonna say it.
I don't think AEW needs like 3/4 of the stables that it has, or 3/4 of the wrestlers in general. But
yeah. Like, it seems like they just have the wrestlers just to do the YouTube sometimes. Like, like, do we really need to see the Workhorsemen main event Dark and lose on Dynamite?
You're not allowed to talk about Dark.
Oh yeah, that's a rule.
Oh, what is this rule get implemented? I can't talk about AEW.
That's it. Show canceled.
Yeah, you said it at the beginning of the stream or recording or whatever the fuck this is. It was you.
Damn it, Janet.
Honestly, like, I haven't even been like that interested in AEW since the whole Punk debacle happened. Like, I haven't really been keeping up on it that much. Like, I kind of skim the results every week, but I haven't even watched like a full Dynamite since then.
I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I don't watch wrestling.
Oh yeah, we know that. Like, this reminds me of like people give me shit about my opinions on AEW, not even watch the show. Like, Shelly and TJ weren't even watching TNA when I was talking shit. Like, oh, there you talk about TNA. Like, I'm like, I watch it.
TNA. You know what they say about TNA? It's still there somehow.
Somehow.
I miss, the Styles, Joe, Daniels era of TNA.
One thing I could say for TNA, right, is it's not NWA right now. It has that going for it. Doesn't have Tyrus as the fucking world champion bringing his belt onto fucking Fox News.
I was wondering, like, do you guys really think anyone's watching Fox News and saying, "Oh, this guy has this pro wrestling title belt, so I have to watch the show now"? I mean, we can see, like, with the YouTube thing, we can see how many people are actually tuning into the program, and it's not as much as when they first started the NAA Power.
I mean, if anybody's gonna believe kayfabe, it's gonna be people that watch Fox News.
True. It's just like fucking. They had the whole like NWA Empower or whatever it's called, like the whole hell yeah women's wrestling, but then they have this fucking sexual predator who isn't even good. Like he's not even good. Why are you giving the world title to a guy who's not even good and also is a sexual predator? Like,
I don't even know who Tyrus is.
He used to be Brodus Clay in WWE.
Oh man, I thought that's who it was when you guys posted the picture, and I was like, man, that guy sucks.
Exactly. Like he's a sexual predator, and also like he's not even good. You shouldn't be putting any sexual predator over. But I mean, if you're gonna do it, at least make it one who's good at wrestling.
I mean,
not this fucking dude.
What hype is there behind him? He doesn't like we don't know. We haven't a proper NAA show, so or like where they have to draw a crowd. So like they mostly just do the TV studio in Georgia where they have room for a couple hundred people. If they even do that, we don't get to see the crowds anymore. We don't even know if he's a draw or anything like.
I am willing to bet he is not a draw.
Gonna take the hot stance there and say, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, Nick Aldis, it's in the news. He just left. He wasn't happy with the creative direction of the company.
Wow, imagine being unhappy with the creative direction of a company that makes Brodus Clay the world champion in 2022. Imagine that.
And he was upset that I guess Billy Corgan called his wife Mickey James, and he was saying, "Oh, it's just because he's not world heavyweight champion." And he's like the NAA title is like the NAA title it was in the 80s or the 70s. Like, I'm sorry, dude. I don't think anyone on the level of Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat, or even Ronnie Garvin's is like.
There you go. See, there you go. Ric Flair. Belt. Ric Flair's a sexual predator. You can make the fucking world champion. There you go. Do that. You know he's gonna have more matches.
he probably.
And sadly, he would probably be more of a draw, even right now.
He's certainly more than fucking Tyrus.
And everyone, like anyone who's like, say, I don't think anyone will, but if anyone's crying about Ric Flair saying Ric Flair's a sexual predator, in his book, he writes about being at a party, and there's a fan there, what they call rats, and he just whips his dick out and puts it on her face. So yeah, if anyone's like, oh man, you can't say this about Rick, like I guess if Tommy Dreamer ever decides to listen to this, like we just need to go by with his own words and what he said.
Yeah. I mean that doesn't always work for people. Like fucking Donald Trump has said so many things, and the people were just like, nah, it never happened. He didn't do that.
That. Yeah, we can't believe the source.
Well, can't believe the source, the guy we believe.
Well, with Trump, I can get it because he's so full of shit all the time.
He is. Dog shit?
He's full of dog turds.
Does he smoke the dog turds?
Since we're talking about Trump, it's in the news. He's announced that he's running for president again. I know Gopher's excited to vote for him. Because he attacked Vince McMahon that one time on television.
That was legitimately the reason Jim's dad once voted for him back in 2016. It was legitimately because he was in WWE that one time. Old people should not be allowed to vote. Yeah, people want to bring the voting age up to 25. We should lower it. Nobody over 60 should be allowed to vote.
They need to take whatever the average lifespan is of an American and subtract 18 from that and be like, yeah, you're done. No more voting.
Yeah, these people complain, oh, the young people, they're retarded or whatever, and they're gonna, that's why they vote Democrat. Like, why are we just assuming old people have a good reason to vote the way they do? Why?
Yeah, like again, like Jim said, like he straight up said before, like that was why he voted for Trump. And he also said, like, anytime he votes, it's just he votes Republican. He doesn't pay attention to anything. He's just like, I always voted Republican, so I'll just do that. Like, he doesn't pay attention to a single thing. He just votes red. That's what he's always did.
I don't get the whole logic behind, old people thinking that their votes or their opinion is more valuable, because like they're not going to be the ones that have to deal with the consequences of these elections. Like, absolutely, it's forming the future.
Yeah.
Like, I know that it's not, constitutional or democratic, but like they shouldn't even be
allowed to live
in consideration to vote on some things, because it's not relevant or going to be a part of their lives, because they're going to be dead.
We might as well say it. I mean, they're saying, I think we're all old enough. We're above the age they want to cut people off, but they're arguing. They're arguing for something that they need to change the Constitution for, and make it so that younger people can't vote. Like, I mean, and there's no actual logic behind it other than they just, they'll make up whatever, they'll say whatever just so that they can win.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we should do it right. We should take everybody who's over the age of 60, put them on an island. Hey, Joni, and then blow the island up.
Hey, Joni.
I'm showing you to the podcast.
Well, nobody's gonna see her on the podcast. There's no video, but yeah, the Jeff's daughter's here.
Yeah, I'm being summoned to dad duty, so you're gonna start hearing kids.
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
Hell yeah. Let's.
This means I have to chug the rest of this hot ass tea.
Mm.
Oh man, this is hot.
Chugging the fuck out that hot tea.
So we're gonna get the old people, pull them on the island, and then what else? What are we gonna do with them?
Blow the island up.
What?
Sink it.
Fill the island with dry dog turds, and then make every old person smoke them until they die.
Well, is that gonna kill them? Or I guess if that's all they did.
Yeah, like, they're not even gonna be eating the dog turds for nutrients. They're gonna be smoking them. That's it. They just smoke dog turds for a couple weeks. They'll be done.
Man, but if we don't have old people, who's gonna be the CEO of WWE? Or at least, like, we're gonna pretend that they don't want it anymore.
Tyrus, he'll be the CEO.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I remember
Triple H ain't at 68, I think. He could do it.
Going back to wrestling really quick, like I remember for like a couple weeks, Nick Aldis was the only world champion that wasn't like over 50 years old. Talking about old people again. Like,
How old is he?
He's like mid 30s or maybe 37.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember.
Here, I'll open that.
Remember, like
Throw that plate crash.
I can't remember who the hell was WWE champion, but like Chris Jericho was AEW world champion.
Oh, man.
He's pretty old.
Hey.
PCO won the world title of Ring of Honor.
Oh, fucking PCO! I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So for like a couple weeks, PCO didn't last the world title back
What?
to Rouge. So for a couple weeks, Nick Aldis was the only young world champion.
When was this? What year?
I think before the pandemic, so 2019 or something like that.
All right,
Like,
let's see. Let's see who it would have been in WWE. Reigns. Let's see. I'm looking. So before the phone scroll. Thank you.
Goldberg was the champion right as the pandemic started, right?
Yeah, right
at
the end of he became the champion. Actually, yeah, he became champion in 2020 in February.
Yeah, when he
PCO was still world champion.
Mm.
Gopher's favorite wrestler, Oldberg. I don't think he reaches your 60 age to send to an island to blow up.
Not yet. Soon though. Soon he will be going to that island. See who had
jackhammer the island.
See who had the other WWE title at the time? Because I believe they still had 2 titles by that point. Let's see here.
Yeah, who was the other champion? Who was the lesser world champion?
The other one was Brock Lesnar. He's not that old.
Man.
How old is he? He's 45 currently, so he would have been in the early 40s at the time. Early to mid 42, 43, somewhere in there.
Damn.
That dude's from Webster, South Dakota. His middle name's Edward. So, fun fact.
Brock's?
I believe it.
Yeah, Brock Edward Lesnar.
Oh, man.
He looks like an Edward.
Jeff, what's your middle name?
What do you think it is?
Dog Turd.
Snoopy. It has to be Ian.
I think it is. Oh well, I was gonna guess Bezos.
No.
Oh,
not Bezos.
No, Jeffrey Bezos Chapman.
Chapman.
I mean.
So now is Jeff Chandler also Ricky Nelson and Rob
yes.
Chapman? Is that the lore now?
Rob Zad is the Jeffrey. So maybe Rob Zad's name is Jeffrey Bezos Chapman.
Here we go with the all dads are Jeff's conspiracy again.
They are. You're a Jeff and you're a dad. Your dad's a Jeff. Moose's dad's a Jeff. Rob's dad's a Jeff. A lot of Jeffs. A lot of Jeffs fathering children. How many Jeffs do we know that don't have kids? Exactly.
I know one, I think, but he only has one F in his name. It's Jeff with one F, so that doesn't count.
That's some weird shit. He's weird. He's not a real Jeff.
He's incomplete.
Yes. By the Backstreet Boys.
So I'm gonna assume we're only going an hour, right? Or
yeah, we can. Especially now that we have Jeff's children making their cameos.
Damn, I was hoping we could stay up long enough to hang out with them.
They are distracted watching Fairly Odd Parents right now, all chugging water at the same time.
Is there new episodes of that?
No, it's just on Netflix. I mean, there might be new episodes. I don't know.
No, I don't believe so. No.
I know it went on for a long time, and there was new content for like.
I just remember that weird time where there was a fucking live action movie with Drake from Drake and Josh playing. For some reason, like teenage Timmy. And then he touched kids.
Oh.
Did you do that?
Yeah, Drake from Drake and Josh. He did something. It was something with underage people.
Man.
Like teenage girls or something.
So was he going to Epstein Island or something?
Maybe. Epstein, that's where we should send the old people.
Epstein Island?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the old people are already going there. Anyways.
There you go. So all we need to do is plant some dog poop bombs. And there we go. Yeah, that's a child. That is a child right there.
Heck yeah.
It is.
Is that the one that I own half of?
No, I think that's the other one.
Ah, boo, we want your poopy.
She rubbed Vicks Vapor Rub all through her hair, so her hair's all fucked up looking.
Oh hell yeah. What's the craziest thing your kids have done so far? Let's ask that.
Oh fuck, I don't even know. I don't know.
Probably
if I
that
can
time they
even
killed
come
a
up with
guy.
Something.
I remember when I was a kid, I did something really stupid, and I was playing around with this plastic chair. I broke the glass on our gun case here at home. That's probably the stupidest thing I did when I was a child.
Stupidest thing I did, probably, it wasn't like a harmful stupid, it was just stupid. I have talked about this before, but I don't think I did it on the podcast. We had these blank VHS tapes that we would use to record stuff.
I know it's gonna be this.
Yeah. And I didn't know how they worked. I thought you just wrote the name of whatever you wanted on it, on like the front of it. So I wrote the Rugrats movie on the front of it, thinking that it would put the Rugrats movie on the tape. And then I put the tape in, and it was still The Fox and the Hound.
Damn it!
Yeah, it didn't
Not
work.
Copper.
Yeah. Good movie though.
It is. Yeah, I can't think of something they did that was like obscenely bad off the top of my head.
Not even killing that guy.
Oh, there's Justin's half kid.
Yeah, my half is a poopy.
Hey.
I get the cooler half. You get the whatever the stupid part of her is.
She's got marker all over her face.
Yeah, you get the marker part of her.
I like the marker part of
her. You bad.
Well, you know.
All right. Yeah, it's been about an hour. Is there any sort of plugs you want to give us, Jeff?
I would say to plug your Twitter, but I don't know how much useful that's going to be now.
Well, you know.
Yeah, of course. Twitter's going down the poop chute right as I actually start using it.
You finally get a chance to plug your Twitter on the fucking podcast, and
I mean, I guess just in case Twitter doesn't disintegrate itself, my Twitter is words 2 pages with a 2 instead of TO.
WORDS 2 PAGS.
Correct. I share a lot of political stuff, writing stuff, D&D stuff, game stuff. That's kind of a catch-all of bullshit.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, Gopher? We know. Oh, are you playing Pokemon today? Or are you gonna wait till this podcast goes up? What's going on?
I will probably play it today. I mean, today this podcast goes up. Tomorrow, today for people watching will be yeah, those kids are right there. Brandon and I are gonna be streaming. Hi, child. Hi, hello. Brandon and I will be streaming. The fuck are we streaming tomorrow? Dead by Daylight. We'll be streaming that. But I'll probably start the Pokemon dealio today and see if the whole resetting the game thing works. And I'll be streaming that throughout time and stuff.
Okay, and it's still...
and hopefully everyone listening, hopefully Jeff and I will finally they're just both sticking their tongues out and making noises. Hopefully Jeff and I will be starting Dark Souls 3 on Tuesday.
And Gopher is announced on Discord. He's planning on doing some kind of compilation. You can go on there. You can tell Gopher, go fuck yourself, Gopher. And this is a compilation. What's the deal with that?
Dark Souls 3. There's a Dark Souls 3 compilation, by the way, for those who haven't seen it. That is on the channel now. Best of for the Dark Souls 3 series on YouTube. It's a good time. It's an hour of nice, calm experience. Good stuff. What were you saying, Moose?
So what's the deal? Have you decided what's the next compilation, or are you having the fans tell you what to do?
I am probably. I noticed I noted what the people have said they would like, and I noted that for future reference. I'm probably going to be doing a best of bad games compilation.
I see you're just getting back in 1993 and Shenmue 3 all the way in.
Back in 1993.
What else is a bad game?
All right, so I have the list. Let me open the list real quick. Okay, so best of bad games. We got Shenmue 3, obviously. We got 3, back in 1995, of course. We have a bunch of one-offs that are in there. We have the Full Metal Alchemist and the Broken Angel series. We have, for the one-offs, 2 Christmas specials are going to be involved. This Hentai Shooter 3D Christmas Party and the Turkey of Christmas Past. We have Sketch Tales. We have whatever the fuck that game was that was during the April Fool's Day Animal Crossing thing.
If you do the compilation, will you include New Jack?
He will not be involved in this because New Jack is not a bad game. He was a cool guy.
But was he like on the cameo before the game?
Yeah, he was on the game before the game. Soda Drinker Pro, which is our most viewed video with over 5,000 views.
True.
Only Cans, and of course, can't forget Garfield Kart.
True.
That game that fucked me over something fierce.
I think we can forget about that.
I can't because I'm still fucking mad about it.
It'll never be.
Well,
over.
you know.
I mean, what are you gonna do when Garfield Kart 2 comes out?
Hopefully not be alive anymore.
All right. Well, there's Gopher's plugs. I'm still www.joshua.jhadley.com. The NES.
That website's not going down on Twitter.
No. Like, I'm not stupid enough to like try and program it myself. Or at least like say, all right, here's what we're gonna do with the site. Like, you put this code in, and we're gonna do this, that way. No. I just I pay Google for the domain, and I'll just write whatever on Blogger, and they'll put it on www.joshuajhadley.com. I'm not gonna.
How much do you pay for your domain, if you don't mind me asking?
Was it like $11 a year, or maybe 12?
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, the domains themselves could be are very costly. What's costly when you do it with site is paying for packages to actually like the software to edit and do stuff with the
right.
Like, I don't know how to code. I can't, like, I could learn, but some other time. I'll do Code Academy or whatever.
I kind of want to it could be an absolute waste of money, but I kind of want to get a domain that redirects to the Dark Souls 3 compilation, and it's just bestialityisok.com.
God damn it.
Would that even be available?
I feel like that's gonna be a flagged fucking URL right there.
I was about to say I'll go look it up right now to see if it's available, but I don't think I want to type that into my search bar.
Well, just Google it.
Yeah.
It's probably not the worst thing you've searched.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, with all his like with all his dark web stuff he gets into.
Actually, we said you can't talk about dark.
Here he goes. Here he goes again.
Again.
God, the workhorse.
But it's dark outside. My shirt's dark. Like, what am I gonna do?
It is true. He has a black shirt.
There's an absence of light.
There you go. And the absence of light net. Here we go.
It's my version of
there's a white shirt.
The Elise Galvin shirt. We finally got Mary Peltola as our representative. Well, there's all our plugs. Make sure to like go for a stream and like talk shit about him. Say, you got. I don't know if he's gonna stream Pokemon tomorrow. He's doing Dead by Daylight though. You can talk shit about how he's getting killed by murderous people running around.
Assuming I am, I might not. I probably will, but I might not.
Well, if he dies, you gotta give him a whole bunch of shit.
And not dog shit.
Well, what you got smoke then?
Nothing, probably.
Man, can you believe that?
I don't know. You're always trying to make some money. I think you'd smoke a dog.
Would you do it for $20?
Probably.
All right.
Jim has dogs.
True.
They make turds.
True.
Okay, that I don't know if I can handle one of Jim's dog's turds because that's a big dog. That's a Roman Reigns.
Finish the whole turd. You just gotta take a couple puffs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't even have wrapping paper.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Like make a apple bong or something.
I don't have the materials for that.
Like,
I don't like that at least like 30 minutes of this podcast has been spent talking about dog poop.
Well,
That's
it is Giggity Gophers podcast. So,
And I'm just gonna say it right now. The title of this episode will be the dog turd episode. So there you go.
I've probably said more words about dog turds in this podcast than I've written for NaNoWriMo this year.
There you go. That's what your story should be about, dog turds. 50,000 words of dog turds.
Apparently.
Well, you know what? We're gonna do a sequel podcast, like a whole show, like every week. You know, we're gonna talk about dog poop. Like, we're gonna become the experts.
The experts in smoking dog turds.
We have the technology.
Yes.
True. Oh, all right, fans. If we haven't driven you off, make sure to tune in next week every Saturday morning, top of the world.
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye.